What's up, my beautiful souls? So, you see this heart? I love it. I come sit outside all the time, taking little nightly walks, have a conversation with Gaia and the Most High, and I always cop a squat on the bench right in front of this heart. So, that reminds me of this post that I saw about self-love, and it said, if your mother didn't know self-love, if your father didn't know self-love, how are they going to teach it to you? Sorry, I just had my hand over my mouth. If your mother didn't and your father didn't know anything about self-love, how would they teach it to you? Right? Beautiful message. So that triggered something in me, which I really thought I had already cleared that, but evidently, thank you, Mercury retrograde and whoever else is playing up there in the planetary system for bringing up some old shit. But I remember when I was young, I don't remember how old I was. I had to, I don't even think I was a teenager yet. And my mother is a teenage mom. She was pregnant with me at 16. And I remember asking her, oh, why did you become a mom? And she said, oh, because I wanted someone to love me. Now, as a child, I thought that was an odd statement, but I didn't put too much, weight on it. As I got older, I realized what a unloving statement that was, both to, she didn't give birth to be a mother to have something to love and cherish. She gave birth to have someone love and cherish her, which is just sad and, hard. So again, if you have a parent that doesn't know how to love themselves, how can they teach you how to love yourself? Even though my mother was a teenage mother, I had a slew of women in my life helping out, from cousins to, there was just a lot of women around, fortunately. I have a lot of older male cousins, which filled in for the father role. So even though my father was the first one to abandon me, thus teaching me that lesson on self-love immediately, because obviously if you don't love yourself, how can you really love another, especially as a parent? My children are the world to me, and I know that there's God, there's me, and there's them, and not because they are less than me in any way, but because if I'm not good, they're not good, right? I was gifted these kids by the Most High to take care of them. So I had to start thinking about that, that really, it was kind of like a hurtful thing to say to a child, yeah, you're here to love me, basically, translate that. But it also made me reflect back and realize how that statement has made me such a good mother, and one that I continue to try to be every day. Because I didn't have my kids to, have someone to love me. I love being a mom. I love pouring my heart out. Those little beautiful souls. I'm their biggest fan, So, a spiritual teacher I was listening to a while ago said, what lesson do you think you were born here to teach your mother? And what soul lesson did you choose for her to be your mother? And did she choose to be your parent? What did you guys agree to in heaven before you came down here? Before you start getting any little 3D feelings and emotions and, and that was deep, because I'm like, damn, I had to teach her about self-love, unconditional love. That mother-daughter dynamic is crazy. But it's also really dope. Not knowing my father and feeling kind of abandoned, and I found out he died, and the way I found out wasn't very nice. My mother flippantly said it to me one day and then laughed, oh, your father's dead, right? And I'm like, okay, so ouch, another lesson in lack of self-love, because why would you hurt somebody like that, So here we go. So all this shit is coming up for me, right, this week, and I'm like, what the hell? But again, you thought you cleared it, but if it's coming up again, it's obviously bothering you. So I ended up writing a letter to my father, one of forgiveness and gratitude and acceptance, because even though he wasn't there, that helped me to become who I am. So I can't be mad at that. And he evidently fulfilled his soul's role in my life. Again, can't be mad at that. So yeah, this has been a dope week, and I'm glad that I've been able to like feel and heal and clear this again, hopefully once and for all this time, because self-love is the best love. Because once you love you, you love everybody else around you correctly, God pours us so much love. We have an excess. There's really no need to be out here doing anything but loving on one another. So that's my recent self-love lesson. Hope it blessed you in some way. Hope you take a little moment and reflect. People do the best from where they're at in life. I had a teenage mom. She did the best she could for where she was at. She was 16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? Coming from a household where a mother is not very loving or affectionate and grew up very hard. She did the best she could do from where she was at, and I'm trying to do the best I can do from where I'm at. And I'm sure you're doing the same. But we need to have a lot more reflection, introspection, and compassion when we're dealing with other people. It'll start making your relationships a little bit easier. Anyway, I love you guys. God loves you and angels surround you. Bye.